If you do A-level PE and you're struggling with Vealeys' model of sports confidence, listen up to this. So, firstly, Vealey is saying that there are initially three factors that impact your state sports confidence, and this is just the specific amount of self-belief you have in a specific sporting situation. So, for example, the level of self-belief or the confidence that you have when taking a penalty in football. And I always remember S for state, S for specific. And Vealey is saying that initially, one of the factors that impacts your state sports confidence is your trait sports confidence, and that's just your general level of belief in your ability to play a certain sport. Another factor that impacts your state sports confidence is the objective sporting situation, and that's just the specific skill that you're performing, and how many times you've performed it in the past, and how well you've performed it in the past. So, if it's, let's say, taking a penalty and you've taken loads of penalties in the past and you've scored them all, that'll be a good objective sporting situation that will lead to good state sports confidence. And then finally, you've got your competitive orientation, and that's just your level of competitiveness. So, how up for it are you? So, overall, there, if you've got high trait sports confidence, you've experienced this situation a lot of times in the past and you've been successful, and you're highly competitive, you'll have high state sports confidence. And then you perform the skill. So, let's say you take the penalty, and after you've taken the penalty, you'll get a subjective perception of the outcome. And this is just your own opinion of how well you think the skill went. And if that opinion, so let's say, yeah, you've scored the penalty, but let's say you thought it was a fluke and you really mistimed it, you'll have a negative subjective perception of the outcome. And they then want you to specify that that will then negatively impact future trait sports confidence and future competitive orientation.